We are the exact same. The same way that we play, the same way that we act, the same way we talk. It's hilarious. From when we were 12 years old to 18.
Club is honestly the best thing. Like, I would pick that over any other team in the world. I just have the most fun.
They're all my best friends, so I know that I'll still be in contact with them, and it's going to be so different. I'm scared, actually, to even, because I've never played with anyone else.
It's so much fun. We have a blast. And I mean tournaments, we go in each other's rooms, watch movies, like hang out, do each other's nails. It's like we're little girls. Like, I mean, no one wants it to end.
We can like feel comfortable around each other, so it's easy. We can talk about anything to each and every one of our teammates.
And so you kind of like want to hold on to it so much longer, you know? And I think that's what it means tomorrow, is like you want to stay with it because you don't want to say goodbye to it. I don't want to walk away from this team that's become my family. So, I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to tomorrow, is just knowing in my heart, like, that's what I'm going to be playing for, is to keep this child, like, emotion with me still for a couple more months before I have to grow up, you know?
This is our team, the Pleasanton Rage, in our final year before we all go off to college. Our goal is to win the national championship. In order to keep that dream alive, we first have to win state cup. We have reached the semifinal round and the pressure is on. Our next loss will be our last. Winning does matter, but it's just one reason why we're not ready to end this chapter of our lives.
Oh, I play for them. Like, I love them so much, and I want to make it as long as I can, because they're like a big part of my life, and they've had me grown as like a soccer player and like as an individual. Like, they've really just helped me with a lot of problems, and they're just so easy to talk to. It's like having 17 other sisters. It's really fun.
It's really hard. I mean, I think that's just something that really like drives us and pushes us, because we don't want this to end. We want this to keep going, and you know, I think that's something that just really pushes us to keep going and to keep winning, because we want to stay together. We want to play together more. Like, we're not done.
Youth soccer is like a part of childhood that you're kind of holding on to, like as you get ready to go to college, and you don't want it to end, because it's like one of the last pieces of childhood. Once you graduate high school, it's all gone.
Slowly they evolved to become the family that, you know, with your playmates, you know, like you always like telling your mom, I'm not gonna do homework, I'm gonna go play instead, and you run to them. I mean, that's how that's become for me. Instead of going to the sandbox, we go to a soccer field, kick the ball around, score a couple goals, you know, have fun. And I mean, every now and then you kind of lose focus of the funness, and it's become about winning, but at the end of the day, I think Philippe spells it out perfectly for us. Winning is fun, and fun is winning.
Like a show. Car, what was that accent?
I don't know. It's Italian.
Like a show.
Hey guys, let's go.
Like spaghetti.
Hamburger.
Hey, no restriction from
Hamburger. Please, talk American. Hamburger.
Some of the best times have nothing to do with the games, just hanging out. We get to be little girls. We spend time together and talk about whatever is on our minds.
Like what happens at school, who each other likes, boys, I mean, or it's just dumb, like making fun of each other, drama, who said what, it's like, it's just nonsense.
Boys, parties, anything that's like making us mad, or literal injuries, anything that comes to our heads, I guess. I mean, we're teenage girls. We don't really, I like it because like during warm-up we can talk about like whatever, and we just goof around, not goof, I mean like we do our warm-up correctly, but we just talk about life kind of thing. And then we know when soccer starts, we kind of become serious, and then after we like compete against each other and all that, then we become good friends again and we start chit-chatting about what are we gonna do tonight, like let's go tanning, senior trip, all that. It's a blast.
Philippe is our coach and has been with a lot of us since elementary school, back when we weren't able to decipher his French accent. Let's just say he's a little different.
He's a character. I don't think I've ever met anyone like him. He's always cracking jokes. Our team is very intense, but he kind of turns the notch a little bit and like allows us to have fun while still being super serious.
We need to keep that in perspective. It's so important on a woman's side to have that kind of side, because they are not professional, they don't get paid, they are just youth, teenager, having fun. And as long as, you know, for me there's always two sides. You can have as much fun as you want, but when you train and when you go to game, this is your job.
When we were younger, we were actually scared of him. We would be like, oh my gosh, tuck in your shirts, like Philippe's coming, he's coming. Everyone like start playing, like no talking. We were like scared of him when we were young, and now that we're older, I mean, we're not scared of him anymore, and he just jokes around with us. And so, I mean, he's like a huge part of my life. I see him, you know, probably 4 times a week, and he's a big part of all of our lives, and he's really touched us.
He's honestly the best. I mean, I haven't had that many coaches, but he is the best coach that I have and maybe will ever have. He is very kooky, very weird, but it makes it interesting, makes it spicy on just to see what he's gonna say next, like what joke he's gonna say. So, I mean, he's awesome though. I love him.
Olivia Clyde, do not swear. There you go. Shh. These people swear like crazy.
I think his accent is what makes it so funny, because some of the words he tries to say, when he always says, no sheet in my bed, because sheets always sounds like shit. Yeah, he always, or when we say like, whenever anyone says, oh my God, he always is like, oh, who called my name, or something like that. He thinks he's very funny, but it definitely lightens up a mood, I think.
He like calls us peaches, and then it sounds like, oh yeah, gun show. And then he always does this thing, and he like moves his bicep up and down. It's really weird.
Dude, no, it's nasty. It's not even funny. It's like, no, he like does it and it's like floppy, but then it has this like little like, and it's like, oh my gosh. I just want to be like turn away, like, quit it. No, he does that with his calves too. He's obsessed with his calves. He always just like, if he's wearing sweats, like pulls them up. He's like, what, like, cool, Philippe. Like, oh my gosh.